sports. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Ready?
The offense lining up for a first down play.
Double. Get set.
They'll run the option. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Goes to the option. Past the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll run the option. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Ready?
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9.
Ready?
Here comes the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! A great catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's golden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Penix. Now adjusting. Oh, he's going to go up top. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position, because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
Makes it past the marker. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
I love wide receivers that want to get involved in the running game. It's not enough today in college football to want to catch the ball. You got to be able and willing to run down the field and block somebody as well. And you saw it right there in that QB run.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Set. Check, check. Red 54 flex combo. Red 54 flex combo.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
Here we go.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Set. Check. Black 93 wizard. Black.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Check, check.
And the Hilltoppers in the hurry up.
Monster Indy. 82 monster. Check. White 18 Rocky switch. White.
To the air, it's Jordan. Time to take a shot. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, WKU. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the and he loses the ball deep in his own end. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to start this drive with a pass. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut. The Bobcats will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Let's go.
The offense set for a first down play.
White 80, Brooklyn. Black 14.
The give to the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Yeah, and that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Blue 42 strong.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Offense gets set for second down.
Ready?
Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Open space at the 25. There he goes to the right. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bobcats.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Let's go.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reed.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This is a play this offense reps over and over and over again in practice, and this quarterback always makes the right decision. He always knows when he needs to keep the football, and then when he does, with his speed and athleticism, he is a problem.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Golden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Let's go.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Ready?
And now on second down for this offense.
Blue 85.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To throw, it's Penix. Getting some heat. Slides away. Floating away. He fires it out to the right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
All right, let's
They'll
get it.
run this play from the pistol.
Ready, 18.
Looking for room, it's Hobbs. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Let's go.
Here comes the offense on first down.
Set.
He wants to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Here we go.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Check, check. White 94 slider choice. White 53.
Quarterback checking off.
White 53.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. Forced out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. Touchdown, Ohio! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Ready?
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I gotta score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll line up for a second down play.
Black 18. Bob, Bob, Bob.
Looking for a man, it's Jordan. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
Let's go.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now improvising. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff. It's Hobbs. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. On the move at the 30. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
They'll give it to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Black 88. Black 88. Set.
They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Let's go.
It'll be
Break.
2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Set.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Power football with the run. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to... There's a live football! Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half, and this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself, but I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense.
Here we go.
First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Quarterback moving. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up.
Black 14.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Can anyone? Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio! They take the lead with the 6. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Here we go.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work.
Ready?
Leaves it with the running back. Spin, still running.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Let's go.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49.
White 29.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Shift.
Fast motion from the offense. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. And the Gamecocks get enough to move the chains.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses...
And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that, and now they got a fresh set of downs.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Blue 30! Blue 30!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Now sliding to his left. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The give as they work on that clock. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side.
Let's go.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to run for it. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Looking downfield, it's Penix. They're bringing heat. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can't. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. All kinds of room to the right. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Looking to pass, it's Jordan. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
That's caught. It's Jordan. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Red 54 flex combo.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They should have their football cards stripped away and never allowed to go inside a stadium again. They're punting in the red zone. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Keeps the legs moving. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They're facing a 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Penix. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys delivered.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that